Hey there, girl campers. I am your co-host, Lisa McDermott, and today we are diving into something that is really close to all of our hearts here at Girl Camper, and that is getting more people out on the road and into the great outdoors. June 14th marks National Go RVing Day, which is a celebration created to inspire more folks to experience the joy of hitting the road with confidence, and it's been going on for over 2 decades. We're talking about the different ways to celebrate National Go RVing Day and how RVing is way more accessible than ever. And there are also going to be some smart tips for first time RVers. So grab your camp chair and your travel mug and settle in. We're going on an adventure today.
Exploring without travel trailer insurance could have your adventures going in the wrong direction. Keep yours moving forward with Progressive. Get a quote today from a leader in RV insurance.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Girl Camper podcast. I am so excited to have on our podcast today Monika Geraci. Welcome back to the Girl Camper podcast, Monika, because this is not your first time.
It is not. I really appreciate you having me on. I'm so glad to be back.
We appreciate having you. Monika is the senior director of public relations and communications at the RV Industry Association, and they are responsible for National Go RVing Day, which is going to be June
14.
June 14th. I thought it was like June 14th. And so we're going to talk about National Go RVing Day. Monica, can you start by telling us what is it all about, and why was it created?
Yeah. So it is one of those that moves around because it doesn't have a specific date. It is the second of Saturday in June. So every year on the second Saturday in June. This year it's the latest it could be. It's June 14th. And so we established National Go RVing Day. This will be our fourth year doing it, just as a way to celebrate the industry. It calls on both the industry as well as consumers to get out there and celebrate the joys of RVing. Head out to your favorite outdoor destination for the weekend and ideally, share it with your friends. So it also takes place during National Camping Month. That was our thought there. It's the kickoff to first month of summer. It's also Great Outdoors Month. And it's a way for the industry as well. We wanted to provide a platform for them to run contests or different promotions or just have a specific reason to promote the industry.
Well, and it's not something you need to sell me on. I am a avid fan of camping in all its different forms, but especially in my RVs. So it's a great time. But what is one of the biggest misconceptions? I think one of the biggest misconceptions that people have with RVing is that it's only for people with big trucks and with big budgets. Can you talk about the wide range of RVing options that are available today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people, what an RV is can vary depending on who you're talking to. So I think people also have a misconception that it's only motorized, when in reality, 85% of the industry is towables. So, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have that big truck. There are some beautiful, amazing fifth wheels, large travel trailers that you are going to need a heavy duty truck to pull, but there are so many options and ones that are small enough for you to pull with your SUV. So there is truly, it sounds cliche every time I say it, but there truly is an RV for every lifestyle and budget. They go from $5,000, $6,000 all the way up to your multi-million-dollar coaches. But the vast majority of RVs are in that $30,000 to $45,000 range, and are very attainable, particularly with financing and other finance options.
Well, I think you made a good point on the tow vehicles. My first tow vehicle only had a 3,500 tow capacity, and I was able to have a bunch of different campers that I can easily tow with that. And people should keep in mind, you never want to get to that tow capacity of your vehicle, you really want to stay at about 85% of it, because it not only includes the weight of your camper, but everything that you're putting in that camper and in your car too, including yourself. So, but there are a lot of options out there that people can choose from in the different weights. And like you said, the different price ranges.
Absolutely.
So, what are some tips for first time RVers? If for someone who's celebrating National Go RV Day by planning their first trip, what are a few basics that they should know about before they hit the road?
Yeah. So we keep this pretty high level. Number one is to have a plan. Like this isn't necessarily something you want to wing it. One of the joys of RVing is you got your RV there. It's like mostly packed up and there is a spontaneity. Like, just go. Maybe not on the first trip. So like, let's definitely have a good thought out plan, where you're going, who's coming with you, how far you're going. And when it comes to how far, let's keep that first trip pretty close to home. Let's stay within a few hours of home, so that you can just test it out. There's plenty of time to take that epic, road trip. But for the first time, probably staying a little bit closer to home would be more advisable. And also take your time. You're on vacation. You're taking a trip. You don't need to, the journey is part of the joy. So take your time. So have a plan, stay close to home, and take your time.
I love that. And I think another tip would be, especially if it's your first time, try to get to the campground at least 2 hours before sunset, because there's nothing worse than trying to set up somewhere you're unfamiliar or something that you're kind of unfamiliar in the dark.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, do you have any advice on towing for somebody that might be a first timer on that and is feeling a little intimidated?
Yeah. So there are definitely resources out there. Girl Camper has a lot of fantastic resources on towing for the first time. You all have done some for Go RVing. We have resources there on towing for the first time. Take it slow. Practice beforehand before you're headed out. And like anything, so this is like towing or just first time RVing in general, you have to take a minute to get acclimated. When you get into let's talk about some other travel options. You get into a rental car for the first time. I don't know about you all, but I have to sit there and go, where's the gas tank? Like, where's the emergency brake? Like, where it's different every time. If you do a hotel, how do I turn off these lights or how do I turn them on? Like, I don't know. It's always different. You go to your family's house, like, where is everything? Like, RVing's no different, especially if it's your first time. This is your mobile recreational vehicle. So you got to take a minute, get acclimated. It really comes back to that. Don't be rushed. Like, take your time.
Yeah. And, even for us experienced people, I just became a brand ambassador for New Camp and they loaned me their little 360 CS. When I picked it up at the factory a few weeks ago, all of a sudden I had a little like, oh my, moment just because I hadn't towed it before. Yes, I've towed many different kinds of RVs, but this one was new. And I just needed that first like hour to be like, this is fine. What am I,
Yeah.
what am I worried about? There shouldn't
Get
be.
acclimated. It's like anything. You just have to take a beat. Mistakes and no matter where in life in general are usually when you're coming down to doing things too fast.
Yeah. Yep. So let's play a little Mythbusters. What is one RVing myth that you hear about all the time and what's the reality of it?
And these RVing's for your grandparents. Like it's grandparents. I gotta retire. I need to wait until I can just do this all the time. This is going to be the only way I travel, or that, so I have 3 weeks to take that epic cross country trip. That's not the reality. We put out a new demographic study that we do every 3 to 4 years, and it showed that the median age of RV owners is 49. 61% of RV owners are under the age of 55. So it's not your grandparents. Your grandparents are doing it and they're loving it too, but that's not all. So it's something RVing is something that can complement your current lifestyle. You don't have to become this like super outdoorsy person. There's a really funny commercial out right now. It's Progressive, I'm pretty sure. It's RV Harvey, and like that's his entire personality. If you want that to be your personality, great. Love it, share it far and wide. But it doesn't have to be. Like if it's something that you need a place to stay while you're going to your kids' soccer tournaments, like that's something
Mhm.
that's already in your life now. If you're tailgating, you're going to things on the weekends, or you like to bike ride. There are things that are part of your life now that RVing can complement. You don't have to completely change it or retire or any of those things. So that's a few different myths I put all together.
Oh, that's great. And RVing is so versatile. We use our fifth wheel primarily as a little guest house on our property. And it's wonderful. My in-laws can come and they can stay for a month. They have their privacy. We have ours. It works out great,
Yeah.
you know. So so how can people celebrate National Go RVing Day? What are some of the simple and fun ways people can participate, even if they don't own an RV yet?
Yeah. So one thing that we're doing, Go RVing is doing, is we actually just launched a brand new ad campaign, Just Beyond Your Door. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it yet, it's the idea that there is just beyond your door is the adventure. When you're at a hotel, you open the door and it's the same. It's the hotel room across from you. Like same thing. You're on a cruise ship, similarly, but in an RV, um, it's a different. It can be a different view every day, or even at a campground that you're at for a week. That view can still be different, and that adventure is different right outside your door. So, we just launched that, and National Go RVing Day is coming up. So we are actually doing a sweepstakes for people who want to try RVing. And one lucky entrant is going to get a dream RV trip. They're going to get a gift card for an RV rental company, and then another one for for the campsite and excursions. So just beyond your RVdoor.com is where the contest is. So that's a way that very specifically for people who don't have an RV and they want to participate. Where the sweepstakes is running through the week before. I think it's the 6th, on June 6th, and we're going to announce the winner on National Go RVing Day.
Oh, have fun. Cool. That's a great idea. And we'll put a link to that in the show notes, although this podcast may probably come out after the but still, it's still a great our great promo that you guys are doing.
And we've provided the industry with toolkit and ideas. And so over the past few years, we've seen more companies take the opportunity to offer promotions, or especially campgrounds or dealers. So I think keeping an eye on the hashtag National Go RVing Day would be a good place to see opportunities that are around your area.
So tell us more about the idea of visiting a dealership or renting an RV just to test the waters.
So there's so much you can learn online, right? GoRVing.com, Girl Camper's website, and social channels. There's a wealth of knowledge. Influencers, there's so much that you can learn online, which is great. You should use those. But nothing compares to actually getting out and trying, either through renting an RV, or if you're like, you've done that research, but you want to go learn more, talking to a dealer who can show you the actual product, answer all your questions right there. There's not going to be any better resource than that hands-on experience. There's so many ways that you can, try before you buy. There's the peer-to-peer, your Outdoorsies, your RV Share, RVZ. Those will have a wide range of options of the type of RV. So if you're thinking about a teardrop, like the new camp that you're testing out, you can go in and find one of those near you to rent and try. Or you're like, I don't know, do I want a motorized? Do I want a towable? It's a great way to try them. A lot of dealers offer rentals as well. And then there's, your Cruise Americas and El Montes that are big. They've been doing rentals for decades and decades. So they provide great experiences as well.
Right, right. And, the flip side of that is if you are a current RV owner and you want to make a little extra money, the sites like you mentioned, Outdoorsy, RV Share, there was a third one too that yeah, you could always list your RV on that and run it out and help pay for your camping habit a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, at Girl Camp, we are all about community. How is the Go RVing campaign helping more people feel like they belong in the RV world?
So one of the things that is core to the Go RVing's mission is to show that RVing is for everyone. And this has spanned over a decade now. RVing is for everyone. And we think that people should see themselves in our ads and where we show up. So we are very deliberate about that and building a community. And so that's something I don't know if I said this earlier. I know I talked about how RVers are getting younger. They're also getting more diverse. The makeup of RV owners today very much mirrors the census data, like what Americans in general look like. That's what RVers look like. And so making sure that everyone feels welcome is something that the Go RVing is doing. I really love our new ad campaign, Just Beyond Your Door. I think everyone can see themselves in the campaign. We also should really do an inside shot of the RV. People so often just show where you can go with the RVs and the outside, the beautiful landscapes. All great, all fantastic. But there are a lot of people out there who are surprised when they see the inside of an RV and say, wait, there's a refrigerator in here, and if there's a bathroom in here, and those of us in the industry are like, what did you think was in that box? Like, but the thing
Yeah.
is they didn't think, like, I don't know, they didn't think about it. And so for the first time, it may not be the first time, but the first real deliberate time we're showing the inside. And we've got grandparents and kids and a dog. So I think everyone can really see themselves in it. And that's our goal, because truly RVing is for everyone.
Absolutely. And that's funny you mentioned about people being surprised when they first step into one. One of my dear friends just came to visit us this last weekend and they stayed in our fifth wheel. And when they walked in, she was blown away. She's like, wow, this is really big. And to me, I'm like, what?
Why did you think it was? Like, not like, it's
Like,
just funny because it's one of those things that we just know.
Mhm.
And like other people have a lot of things to think about, and it's not top of their mind. And so that's what Go RVing is here. And Girl Camper does a fantastic job as well of getting that, having people think about that and showing what RVing is all about.
And going to some of the RV shows are a great way to see the new things that are coming out in RVs because you are seeing your standard floor plans, but it was really neat at Tampa and at Hershey to see these really innovative floor plans that have come out. I'm thinking of one that RV Miles designed uh, themselves, and wow, a lot of thought. And that's something that's really cool too, is RV companies are really taking into consideration, I think, the input from actual RVers. Blew me away years ago when you talked to some executives at RV companies and none of them RV, or very few of them did. And you're like, what?
No, the industry is very receptive
Mhm.
to who today's RVer are, what they're looking for, and really designing those RVs to be reflective of that. The amount of dedicated space that can be for kids to do school or for people to work, or just like a little dedicated mini office that, like, and everything in RVs converts to something else, like the bunk beds drop down, like just
Yeah.
seeing the need and desire from customers, and quickly jumping on that and making sure that there's product out there for the consumers desires.
It's cool. It's really fun. You mentioned one of the hashtags that people should look for in social media so that they can find out more about Go RVing Day and National Camping Week or month and all that. Remind us again what that is.
National Go RVing Day.
That's easy. And then I would assume too, hashtag Go RVing is probably pretty popular too. I think we use it quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah. We love Go RVing. It's, it's a brand, I guess. That's not what we're looking to do. It's our call to action. We want people to go RVing. I don't care
Mhm.
if you know if that's a brand or not. We want you to go RVing.
Love it. Love it. All right. Remind us again, where can listeners and viewers go to learn more about National Go RVing Day?
Um, GoRVing.com is going to have everything you need to participate.
And finally, what is your personal favorite thing about RVing that you'd love more people to discover?
I think it's recreating the memories, correct childhood memories with like the next generation. To me, that's really, and that's not everyone's story, but I think that's a lot of people's story. And taking something that's so important and those core memories, and building that with the next generation. My girls love doing it, and it is so great to just recreate those memories we know. And then selfishly, the industry knows like that. And I think this is a good thing that people who have those memories from growing up, people who have RV or camped as children, are much more likely to grow up and purchase an RV. And even like not from a let's sell more RVs perspective, but just from a getting outdoors and spending time with family and friends. That's just good for your soul. That's good for your
Yeah,
community. And so it's great that we have a product in an industry that can bring those really good times to people.
that's true. I mean, our getting outdoors, RVing, all of that is so tied into wellness these days. And I think there's a big trend that you're seeing in wellness vacations that incorporate the outdoors. So what better way than to go RVing?
Yeah.
So, Monica, thank you so much for coming on today. It's always a pleasure to have you, and we really appreciate it. And I look forward to celebrating National Go RVing Day this week.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Lisa. It's always great.
What a fun conversation. And a huge thank you to Monika Geraci from Go RVing for joining us and sharing some fantastic ideas to help everyone get out there and celebrate National Go RVing Day, which is this June 14th. Whether you take a quick weekend trip, run an RV for the first time, or just walk through a few of them at your local dealership, this is your sign to give RVing travel a try. And don't forget, you don't have to wait till retirement. You don't need a giant truck, and you definitely don't need to break the bank to get into RVing. For more information and how to participate, visit gorving.com and follow the hashtag National Go RVing Day on social media. And that's not all. To celebrate, we're doing a little giveaway this week, and one lucky winner is going to win a little swag bag from Go RVing. To enter it, you just go to girlcamper.com, look on our homepage for the giveaway button, and click on it to get entered. As always, if you like today's episode, leave us a review, share it with a friend who's been dreaming about the RV life. Join Grow Camper so you can attend one of our many events that we've got happening across the country this summer. And until next time, stay adventurous and keep it Girl Camper style.